Hello, hello, welcome everybody. And I thought I would tell you a story that was a gift to me from my friend Noreen Press. And Noreen Press's mother was a Codner from Torbay. And Noreen Press's Aunt Mary Codner worked at the American base here in St. John's, Fort Pepperell, during the Second World War, another crisis time in our history. But it's a wonderful story. It's a funny story. So Noreen was kind enough to give me this story about when her Aunt Mary got invited out on a date by an American captain there at Fort Pepperell. And Mrs. Codner would not allow her to go on a date by herself with an American soldier. So Mary enlisted her sister Rose and her friend Joan to come along on the date. And lo and behold, they went to the very swanky, at that time, Newfoundland Hotel, where none of those girls probably would have had the opportunity to go. They were very excited and enthusiastic and overwhelmed by the prospect. And I think the American captain probably got much more than he bargained for in asking Mary on a date. So I thought I'd share that recitation with you tonight, and I hope you enjoy it. Of course, I've embellished the facts of the story for theatrical and telling purposes. But as our Newfoundland tourism commercial says, every word that storytellers say is true, especially the bits that we made up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and I've entitled it The Date. This is a tale of the old Newfoundland Hotel that's quite a winner, of when Mary Codner from Torbay was invited out to dinner. A captain from Fort Pepperell, bewitched by Mary and her smile, asked her on a date, not knowing all the while that Mary's mother had forbidden her unaccompanied to date a Yank. So Mary invited her sister Rose and her friend Joan to share the swank. With the ladies three together, sure what could be the harm? Mary would be protected from the captain and his charms. For them to go to such a fancy place, well, there was little chance. For only the rich and famous went there to eat and drink and dance. Their excitement it was building as the great event drew nigh. Indeed, they were enraptured and on a natural high. The ladies borrowed fancy things to wear out on their date. A stylish, in vogue hat was engaged for Rose's pate. A string of pearls from her Aunt Ginny would hang from Mary's throat. A fox fur collar from Jean Lawler would make Joan seem of note. A black crepe dress from Susie Codner then made it Rose's way. They each bought brand new nylons down to the Bon Marché. A meal down at that posh hotel, now this was something new. The ladies were enthusiastic. Rose even bought new shoes. Never before had they beheld such finery and style. The white linen of the tablecloths, the carpets that stretched a mile, the crystal chandeliers, the doorknobs made of brass, the chimes they heard from the elevators as they walked past. The maitre d' accompanied them to a table oh so grand. He pulled out the ladies' chairs for them, white gloves upon his hand. The silver cutlery and china plates were set for all to see. There were several kinds of glasses, they noted to their glee. The menus were passed out with flair and much panache. Those girls were all so glad they didn't have to pay the cash.